Hello and welcome to Profiles in Risk. This is your host, Tony Cañas, and today I have with me Charles Morgan, co-founder at ScreeCred. Charles, how's it going today?
It's going good. Happy to be here. Happy to be hanging out with the most interesting individual in the world. Happy to be here.
So I believe that we first met at the Insure Equality Summit in
Yes,
Chicago.
yes, we did.
Okay, perfect. And then I definitely remember seeing you at ITC where we were both taking a similar strategy of be everywhere, talk to everyone, be memorable.
Yes.
So yes, you were definitely memorable at ITC. So now I see that you're actually based in Texas.
Yes.
So Texas, late November. Is it really nice now, or
It
are you
is.
still?
Yes, I would say this is one of the better times of year to be in Texas is November. Though it could hit 80 degrees in 3 days. So right now it's like 45. So it's quite pleasant.
Okay, fantastic. So we always give the guest a chance to give the elevator pitch.
Yes.
What is ScreeCred?
ScreeCred. At ScreeCred, we create additional pathways for marginalized communities to gain access to credit by tracking and reporting their auto insurance premium. I know it. So the conversation we've had that this idea is brilliant. From what we've seen, data that we've seen, people of color pay roughly 70-80% more for auto insurance premium due to the credit score. So we want to give our consumers to put another tool in the toolbox in terms of building their credit score through auto insurance premiums. Had amazing conversations with the bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, Experian, and this is something that is definitely coming down the pipe. It's happening at Experian right now. So we're super excited to be here to share ScreeCred and some of the things that brought us to where we are.
Okay, so I'm definitely familiar with the fact that credit is a traditional rating factor for auto insurance for most states, right? California doesn't allow it. There might be a few other states that don't allow it, but for most states it is, and it's always been kind of this a controversial thing where the states that have allowed it because the carriers have been able to successfully show that it is correlated to losses, right? So that's why it's been allowed. But on the social perspective is if we have other better ways to nowadays, right? Nowadays that we have a lot better technology than say 30-40 years ago, if we have better ways to underwrite auto than credits, we should do that instead, right? And there's some interesting efforts. My favorite one is Loop. Carrie Annadow is fantastic. I've been involved in some conversations kind of on that side, on should we not use credit, but never really thought about the fact that auto insurance is not reported, right? So yeah, I'm curious how this came to how you came up with the idea, yeah, let's start there, kind of the origin story for this idea.
Absolutely, the origin story. I would say I would like to go back to one of the whys. I remember going to undergrad school, engineering. I had to drive 2 hours. Full time. Had a family. The finances were, at a minimum, I would say it was a struggle. And one of the things that, and also not to mention, credit score wasn't perfect. And one thing that came to mind was the auto insurance premiums. They were quite high. And I had to pick and choose, right? I had to pick and choose, feed my family, go to school, or pay the premiums. And I didn't pay the premiums. I remember driving to school, and I remember being so afraid of getting pulled over. That was something that I thought about a lot. And I remember one day, while driving to engineering school, I did get pulled over. I just thought that at that point, I thought that I was going to lose everything, right? Go to jail or lose the car, not be able to go to school anymore. But for that case, unfortunately, or I'm sorry, fortunately, I met a really nice officer who who gave me a second chance. He was quite honest. He was like, "Look, this is something that you need. You got to have it. I'm not going to cite you right now, but take care of this in the future," right? And he ended up being a friend, and that's something that I wanted to do at ScreeCred. I want to give marginalized communities, underserved communities, a second chance in terms of, hey, if you're paying higher than average insurance, auto insurance premiums due to having a lower credit score, I want to give you the ability to excuse me, to report those payments as credit files, right? As ScreeCred, report on your account history, report on your payment history. That makes up 50% of your credit score. And for individuals or carriers in non-standard, right? You definitely want to. It's not a mystery that retention rates are quite lower in non-standard auto, and we want to be an asset to non-standard auto. We want to give them the ability to retain their customers, to see more satisfied customers that are building their credit score, individuals and communities that are closing the credit and wealth gap. That's our primary focus.
Yeah. How has the reaction been from both
Okay.
carriers and the credit bureaus?
Look, you know what? That's an excellent question. Not to disparage against any particular company, but just a lot of the conversations that I've had, I know one insurance carrier, I spoke with someone on the social impact side, said the idea was, I repeat, genius, genius, genius. And it's from the credit bureaus all the way to the scoring models, FICO, just having conversations with FICO. This is something that you already see it in rent, you already see it in utilities, but we've seen that the importance of insurance, right? The history of insurance and how we want to innovate around that. But just to answer your question, we've had a lot of questions, and a lot of individuals say that this is a very interesting product, something that they would definitely support, and excited about the future of ScreeCred.
Yeah. One thing I asked you before start recording,
yes.
Other than doing the right thing, what is the advantage to the non-standard carrier in actually integrating and reporting?
Two advantages. One advantage in terms of decreasing turnover, but also an advantage of loss data, compiling a database, creating models specific to non-standard auto, which is for non-standard auto, that's priceless. A lot of the models are based off of standard auto. So that's one of our goals, to create a model specifically for decision making in non-standard auto.
Yeah. So retention, basically the idea that we let our customers know, we advertise to our customers, hey, stick with us as opposed to any other non-standard carrier, and we will help you improve your credit by reporting your on-time payments, which
Absolutely.
nobody else at this point does.
Nope, nobody's doing that, right? And this is something that, again, this is something that we're really excited about, something that that for a lot of individuals in financially underserved community, this is game changing. This is life changing, right? Life changing.
Okay, so you said Experian is already somewhat on board.
Yes, yes, yes. Experian itself, this is like 3 weeks ago. This is like 3 weeks ago. Experian. So we had early conversation with Experian. We've advocated for auto insurance premium payments being accepted, and this is something that Experian launched. Is a part of their boost program. Part of the boost program, they're allowing some insurance data, insurance payment data. I don't health know from the conversations that I've had, but in terms of reporting, I think premium, auto insurance premium, and possibly rental insurance. So
what is their boost program? Since I'm an
boost
insurance, I'm
program.
a credit guy.
Oh, no. So Boost program allows consumers to report payment data. As of 3 weeks ago, it was primarily utilities and rent of what they would call consumer self-reported data. And it really focuses on, again, what we focus on. It really allows financial institutions to reach or the credit invisible individuals that may have no credit file and also the thin file. So we're talking roughly around 50 million individuals, roughly 50 million individuals in the United States that have the ability to obtain credit through products and services like ScreeCred and the Boost program, et cetera.
Okay, credit invisible. I never thought of that. That's interesting. Okay. For now, are any carriers fully integrated and fully submitting their data?
Not at the moment. Not at the moment. We're having early conversations on the marketing side and also on the risk side in terms of a model, what that model should look like. So we're definitely open to have those conversations, and we're getting excellent, I would say, positive feedback. Sometimes I would say in the insurance sector, things tend to move a little bit slow.
Oh yeah.
You know that. Yes.
Oh yeah. No, just today. This is timely. Just today, a good friend published that 900, what was it, 995 900 and some days ago was the day that he first demoed his product to the insurance carrier space, and that since then he's had a couple of proof of concept and a couple of tests, but today finally went live, like full-on deployment with a carrier 900 and some days later.
Wow.
So yes, as an industry, we are just slow, right? In InsurTech, the kind of the truism is that the sales process into a carrier is 2 years long.
Yes.
And I would imagine that in your case, you're pushing a whole new idea.
Yes.
Right, and an idea that's not a natural, like, oh, that's definitely going to make us money, right? It's an idea that should increase retention, and that is definitely the right thing to do.
Yes.
But yeah, it's going to be tricky for sure. So what is the revenue model for I don't even on the traditional carrier credit side, I'm not even sure what the revenue model is for them, but what would a revenue model be for ScreeCred once it is fully operational?
Yes, revenue model. I would say the revenue model direct to consumer, right? But we really would like to focus on enterprise partnerships with non-standard auto, enterprise partnerships with non-standard auto, and allow just deep discounts on the non-standard auto side, and really the focus is the impact around marginalized community, people of color, assisting those individuals. So we're big on impact over here at ScreeCred, and also thinking of innovative ways to make it free to the customers. That's the idea. That's the end game.
Legally, are you guys a nonprofit?
No. We're not. We are for profit. We are for profit.
Okay, so the idea is that yes, at some point this should actually generate a profit.
Yes.
Okay. What else? What do you really wish that the auto insurance industry understood?
I would say that just thinking about historically how people of color perceive insurance, or historically what the data shows on how the disparities around insurance for people of color. Really want the insurance sector to know that, hey, we're here to help, right? We understand how things or what things happened in the past, but we want to collaborate to build a brighter future, right? We want to eliminate all disparities in insurance, right? That's our key focus, and I believe that this is ScreeCred is an excellent start. It's an excellent start. So my thing is, hey, let's work together. Let's innovate together. Let's build something life changing, right? Life changing for this for the consumers.
What part do the regulators play or could play?
Regulators could play. So you think about the regulators. You think about CFPB. You think about data, access to data, who owns the data, the transfer of data. So that's particularly what the regulators are really going to look at for products like this, especially for us ourselves, the data furnisher. Compliance with the Fair Credit Reporting Act. That's something that we look at, because a lot of people ask that, like, hey, why don't, that's an excellent idea. Why don't insurers, why don't they report their own payment data to the bureaus? And that's just an extra lift for the insurance company, and the compliance umbrella around the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So that's something else that we help out with. So it's just data governance.
Okay. 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 What else have I not asked you that is important here?
So these are excellent questions, right? You ask me what I would say. A good question would be what steps could non-standard take right now to partner with ScreeCred? We would love to partner with non-standard auto on a pilot, right? And we've had conversations with non-standard auto on a pilot. Maybe 25, 50,000 individuals or consumers, and we would like to pilot that in terms of conducting an analysis on that payment data, so that we could definitely get a good vision. This is something that Experian is something that they did, their analysis. We would like to conduct our own analysis and see the increase in the credit score, or for positive payment history. Because we want to be truthful and honest with our consumers when we say, hey, if you have a thin file, or if you have no score, if you have maybe a medium-sized file, this is the average credit score that you're going to see. Want to be totally honest with our consumers.
What kind of results did Experian see in their
I
own
think
research?
from now, you think this is Experian now? They just conversation. They're not going to be completely open with the with a lot of the lot of the data that they've seen from their analysis. But I want to say an average score increase. Now I really don't know the subjects or the individuals in their analysis and the types of, is it someone that had 10, 15 years of payment history, or versus someone that was 19, 20 and just now, because a lot of those things that will vary. But I will say that from the conversation that I did have, they received very positive feedback from insurance reporting, very positive feedback that it performed very well when they launched.
Right. All right. I hope you succeed. I hope that
Thank
you
you very
manage
much.
to sell this idea into the auto insurance space, because I do agree. If you like, the idea of credit is to show that you can that you can responsibly handle payments. If you can responsibly handle the payments for your rent, utilities, mandatory insurance like auto,
Yes.
uh, that that should be predictive,
Yes.
uh, which is the whole idea of the credit system.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
And having some understanding of what it's, how credit has been used in insurance, and why, I do hope that you succeed. Best of luck. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. It was a pleasure. Again, I'm always thankful when I see you. Thank you for always being the most interesting person in the room.
Thank you.